Hello and welcome to another episode of Goose's Greatest Eats. Today on the F show, we're going to be making a little goose sauce using these jalapeños homegrown in my own backyard. So we'll be back with that in just a moment. Alright viewers, well first what I did here with these jalapeños is I de-stemmed them. They were frozen from last year, August, in the freezer in a bag. So if you have peppers, you can either buy them at the store, you can grow them yourself. Not the very low maintenance to grow, and they taste delicious. A little spice for any dish. So what I have here, I've de-stemmed them. They're all in a frying pan. We're going to roast them up to a nice golden brown, and then we're going to go ahead and get them in the blender. But first, let's get this going. Alright, important thing to remember, these are peppers. They have a lot of fumes you don't want to necessarily breathe in, so I've gone ahead and turned on the fan here, and that'll vent the peppery smoke outside, so just a safety tip right there. Look at those starting to brown up, see a little bit of color there, see the water evaporating. See, that's it doesn't matter that they were frozen because they're going to go in the blender anyway and become a sauce. So, this is the best way to use frozen peppers. MaximumGoose, we're off the rails. Alright, well welcome back. We've just finished hand roasting these. If you see here, we have this nice deep brown color. Still a little bit of green there because if you see in the light here, the more green you leave them, the spicier they're going to be. But I like to pan roast them a little bit. That gives them that smoky flavor and just really brings out the flavors of the peppers and gives you a full body sauce. So the next step here will be we will come over here to the blender and we are going to load these peppers in here, and we'll be right back with that.
MaximumGoose, now in real 3D.
Welcome back. We're going to go ahead and scoop these in here now, and just be very careful. The pan is still going to be hot when you're doing this. Be sure to spread them across the bottom evenly so they all get contact by the blades and get blended evenly. Alright, took care of that. Put that down. And our next step will be some seasoning. So what we have here, some cloves of garlic, and one fact for your viewers, if you don't know, to peel these cloves, a good way to do it is take the knife carefully, palm of your hand, smash it, and that'll easily allow you to take off the peel in one swoop. And I just cut off the stem, just to make sure none of that stem gets in there. And I've gone ahead and done the other three for us already. We'll just toss those in. The original recipe I'm basing this off of actually said to mince them, but since it's a blender instead of a food processor, it'll take care of that real fine as long as you use a high setting here. And okay, next thing, we're gonna get a little salt. This is about a quarter teaspoon, just a little bit to season those peppers. I'm gonna eyeball that because I've made this sauce so many times, but it should be about a quarter teaspoon. Yeah, you want to get a look at that quickly, Nick? See what we've got so far. Alright, next thing we're going to do is add a little cumin. This is my own personal twist. The original recipe actually called for curry powder, which is another variation. This is also about a quarter teaspoon, and you'll have to taste it and see if you like it. But I'll just use the back of a spoon here and dump a little bit in there. So, now, the binder. We're going to put in some white vinegar. I'm going to get a measuring cup. We're gonna need about a quarter of a cup of that, but we'll be back with that right after this. Subscribe, Maximum Goose. Welcome back. We've got our vinegar here. And I just wanted to clarify one of our measurements from before. I said a quarter teaspoon of salt. I actually meant a teaspoon and a half. So, is that correct, Nick?
Yep.
Teaspoon and a half. He verifies. So we're going to put this vinegar in here. And then we're going to blend. This is the fun part. Now I use a half a cup. The recipe says quarter that I got from our good friend D-Boss on the channel here. But I've modified it for my own personal tastes, and I think it actually tastes a lot better. So
Recipe says 1 cup.
yes, the rest what I said. I said the recipe says 1 cup,
You said quarter.
but I use a half a cup.
I know. Not what you said.
Come on, I'm cute. What are you doing? All right. Well, we put that. We went ahead and put that in there, and we're gonna blend this up. I'm gonna start with a nice grinding just to break down those peppers, and then I'll speed it up as we go. Now it's important to hold your hand on the lid here so it doesn't spray out of the blender. Make sure that's securely on there. Alright, that's a good start there. So now I'm going to get my wooden spoon here and I'm going to just push this down and see how it came out. Make sure everything's evenly blended here. Be careful opening that. You can smell that, and that's very potent, so you don't want to get that in your nostrils too much. You're going to start coughing everywhere. And that is not sanitary. Alright, viewers. Well, you can see here we have a very good consistency. You can see how dense that is. That's definitely pourable. We're going to use this nice squirt bottle here that I put my own sign on there for. I call this the Goose sauce. And you can see all that, right? My own freehand drawing of a goose. Just did that today. We're going to give this a taste before we put that in there, though. And I'm going to make sure that all the flavors are coming together. Very potent. Be aware, it is very spicy when you first make it, but as this sits in the fridge, it will mellow and it will lose some of that heat. So I usually concentrate it more than the recipe says. I'm going to put a little dash of vinegar more in there, a little bit of salt, and then we'll get that bottled. So we'll be right back with that finished product to taste that in just a moment.
Hi.
Well, one thing, viewers, our good friend Eric reminded me of is our secret ingredient. A little lime juice. Don't tell the other viewers, but this lime juice, that'll sweeten it up just a little bit and give it some more Mexican flair. It goes well with the cumin. Alright, well, we've got this ready to bottle. All the adjustments have been made here, and we're going to pour that in. Look at that. Nice smooth flow. Careful not to overfill the bottle, but it looks like we have just enough. We'll get that out of there. Don't want to waste a drop after we work this hard making it. So LQ, while you got that phone there, why don't you turn that around to yourself and let the viewers know a few of your favorite things to eat this sauce on.
Okay, well, usually I like eating the sauce. Chips sometimes, you know, it's good like a hot sauce. You can put it into a burrito. Yeah, sandwiches. If you want to prank your friends, it's great because it's nice and hot. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else to add, Goose Man?
I also love chicken fingers with this sauce. Chicken fingers are delicious, and maybe one of these Goose's Greatest Eats episodes we'll have to make some chicken fingers. Comment down below if you want to see some chicken fingers made, because you know I could go for some chicken fingers.
That's a real tough one to make too.
I know. So important thing to remember: don't ever touch your eyes. Don't touch your eyes after working with spicy peppers. Oof. Crisis averted. Back after this.
Well, viewers, we just finished making Peter's famous goose sauce. I don't know where he went though. Wait, what's going on here?
See that? You see this? That's what you're gonna become, you pieces of shit. I'm gonna eat you. You wanna watch as I eat your friends? Delicious, vinegary flavor, a little kick of citrus, just the right amount of salt. That's what you're gonna taste like pretty soon. You better watch out.